My name is Shane Jones. Um, I used to be a tree climber. That was my profession since my early teenage years. I've done it for 21 years with no injuries or nothing. In January 5th of '09, I was cutting a tree down and an accident happened. I fell 5 stories in 2 inches. And I remember seeing the sky and the ground twice before I hit the ground. And when I hit the ground, it basically powdered my body. It broke my sternum. I've had to have my left shoulder replaced. Broke all the ribs around my heart and everything. The biggest piece of rib they could find was the size of a quarter. Broke my pelvic bone. Messed my knees up. Messed my back up really good. Took me 18 months going through the healing process, learn how to walk. And you think, life's basically over after that. What are you going to do? That's all I knew how to do. Well, everything heals up except for my back. And it's bad. Bulging disc, herniated disc. Woke up in pain every single day. Never really believed in medication too much because that just makes it dormant for a minute anyways, So I lived in pain every single day of my life. And my beautiful wife, she'd have to endure that every day, and it's hard on one person as it is two. So I meet Danny Kidd and I go to Life Group, and I'm having a bad week that week anyways. Back's been messed up, the weather's crazy, which makes it worse. So Danny texts me and asks me if I'm still coming, and I had doubts about coming, and my wife looked at me and said, look, let's just go, let's try it out. So I go to Life Group and I meet all these great people. And we're sitting in Life Group, and as an icebreaker, we're going around the Life Group. Everybody talking about when they, first realized God was with them. And I first realized God was with me when I fell, because most people would have died. That's what every physician, surgeon, everything told me. 98% of all people that fall from that height die from internal injuries, or they're brain dead, or they never walk again. But God lifted me from that. And I didn't see it at the time. So I meet Danny, like I said, and we're going around, and I tell Danny the story, the same story I told y'all, and I ended it with, well, I guess, everything else healed up, I guess I'll just have to live with the pain the rest of my life, we go on. Well, when Life Group closes, we all come into an agreement. And Danny asked me and my wife, Nicole, to sit in the middle, and they all stood around me and started praying. A couple of them put their hands on my back. And as soon as they put their hands on my back, as soon as I was touched, from my tailbone to the back of my neck, just heated up. I knew right then that I was healed. I woke up the next day, no pain at all, like a new man. Woke up, couldn't believe it. I believe in God, but I just couldn't believe it. It's miraculous. So, that's not all he done for me. I ended up with a good job. Landed a good job the other day, getting back on my feet, and I got to take his physical. So I go through this enduring physical, no pain at all, nothing, man, like a 20-year-old kid again, Well, at the end, I got to see their doctor, musculoskeletal doctor. By the grace of God, there's no even evidence that any accident, any trauma, anything ever existed. Completely healed. God is good.